I'd like to indicate that I will support this amendment. I don't believe it's as good as the amendment moved by Senator Brandis or indeed by me, but its purpose is the same, and perhaps I'll end up voting for all three of them. What it seeks to do is to extend the freedom to solemnise or to refuse to solemnise a marriage to all civil celebrants who are in addition to religious celebrants. Now, Dean Smith's bill, Senator Dean Smith's bill, only proposes to extend this freedom to religious celebrants. Now, I'd like to outline two arguments which I think ought to appeal to the Labor Party and the Greens as to why they ought to support this amendment. I'm really disappointed, actually, that we only have 3 Labor senators in the chamber. This is disturbing because it suggests they're not engaged, because they no longer have a free vote now that we've reached this stage. They get a free vote at the second reading, they get a free vote at the third reading, but in between they're bound by their party discipline. Very disappointing. But nonetheless, there are 2 good arguments that ought to appeal to left-leaning supporters of legalising same-sex marriage. Now, I'm a supporter of same-sex marriage. I have been since my first speech in this place, but I'm not left-leaning. Nonetheless, my view is religion should not be afforded a privileged place in a secular state. People who are religious have convictions, people who are not religious have convictions, and they still have freedom of conscience as much as people who are religious. People who are not religious should not be treated as second-class citizens. And second, if we fail to extend the freedom to refuse to solemnise a marriage to all non-government celebrants, we're left with a situation where celebrants who only want to solemnise straight marriages can do so under the cover of religion, but celebrants who only want to solemnise same-sex marriages will not be able to do this because there's no religious cover for such a decision. We will in fact be hurting the gay community. I believe both this amendment should be supported, the one that seeks to achieve the same purpose, moved by Senator Brandis, ought to be supported, and best of all is my amendment, which seeks to achieve the same purpose.